Morning, Anambra Show Tuesday episode. You're welcome to our show. Today is the 20th day of June 2023, and of course it's the day the Lord has made. We will all rejoice and be glad in it. I hope you had a wonderful night rest and you are up and about today. My name is Nonya Nwokoye, welcoming you to the Bait today. Let's begin as usual with a press review. All right, welcome to the press review. On the press review this morning, we've been joined by Professor Obikeze Obiajolo. He's a public affairs analyst and the former President General of OCA. Welcome to the studio.
Of our.
Our, sorry. Welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right. I hope you had a wonderful night rest.
I think so.
You're welcome to the studio.
Good morning, viewers.
All right, let's begin. Let's begin by looking at what the website of ABS is actually saying this morning. Let's see stories making their headlines in front of ABS on ABS website. 2,000 students to compete in Anambra School Sports Festival finals. Traditional rulers laud Soludo for repositioning agricultural sector. 2-year Peter Anthony benefits from free cleft lip palate treatment in Anambra State. 2-year Peter Anthony benefits from free cleft lip palate treatment in Anambra. Police rescue 9 sex slave girls from hotel in Oka. All right, Prof, a lot of stories in front.
That one is 2 year plus. Or what? There is no way. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. A lot of stories, as you said, and they are interesting. 2,000 students to compete Anambra Sports Festival. I think sports worldwide is a very veritable instrument for a lot of things. When we were in school in the 70s, secondary school in the 70s, once you are in the field, people thought you were a useless person, you are not intelligent and that kind of thing.
But not anymore.
That's what I'm saying, that those days are gone, they are gone. And today, if people, even from the scratch, send their children to sports academy, football academy and that kind of thing. So I believe football does a lot, sports generally, they do a lot of things in the lives of people. Issue of making friends, creating relationships, building unity and integration of a nation, of a country and the world. So I believe that this is a very good thing if we start school sports. In our days, it was wonderful. Something made it to die a bit, but with the new administration doing something on it, I believe it's a very important.
And great talents could be churned out from the whole exercise.
Exactly. Some people who are not very intelligent in the classroom or other fields can become useful in other ways. And it's one of the things that we engage students instead of thinking about how to go and rob or how to go and engage in all these criminal activities. They can use it to keep themselves busy. So I love the state government for I wish they will continue in the same spirit. Then the issue of agric. The government is doing a lot on the issue of agric. So many of us have gotten the coconut plants and that of palm tree and that kind of thing. So many communities, we've benefited, and I believe so many other communities benefited, and it's in large quantity. In the next 3, 4, 5 years, we start seeing the effect. Some people may be thinking now, what for? Is it Akko Igbo or nkoka abunanachi, but they will know the long-term effect. Now, once they start producing,
and it can even grow into plantations.
Sure, that's what people are doing. Those who have enough space will do that. Those who don't have, will plant around those places they have, and in the next few years, you'll start reaping from them. So the government is doing very well and thinking ahead, and I think it's a commendable effort. That's very, very good.
Okay.
Then the issue of
the lip palette.
Yes.
The lip palette, you know, Cabo can the buy that, you know, because the announcement came, you know, towards last month and beginning of this month, and they've started already. Okay, at this point, we're going to take a very short break, a press review. Let's take a short break. The program returns in a jiffy. Don't go anywhere.
Ndị ọbịa na ndị ekperinwa bịara ikposo obodo anyị bụ Anambra. Esokwana ha, enyekwana ha ohere.
Solu dozie Anambra. Ọ dị mma anyị dị anyị n'aka.
Great news for Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS audience. You can now watch ABS television through any of these ways.
Buy a terrestrial antenna and connect to your television. Search ABS Channel 24 Oka or ABS Channel 27 Onitsha. Install StarTimes cable decoder and search ABS Channel 113. Install Metro Digital cable decoder and search ABS Channel 29.
Watch ABS TV on your smart TV or smartphone by downloading Anambra Broadcasting Service app on Google Play Store. Also watch via ABS Facebook page at ABS Radio Television and ABS YouTube page at ABS Television Oka.
ABS TV is now also on satellite. You can watch us from anywhere in Nigeria and other African countries. Simply install ViewSat TV decoder or any other free-to-air decoder and tune into channel 0031.
Whichever option you choose, stay abreast of breaking news, documentaries, children's shows, talk shows, comedy, sports, movies, and lots more on your darling TV station.
For adverts and program sponsorship, contact 0803 388 8526 or 0806 883 9902. ABS, Heartbeat of the East.
You're welcome back to the studio. Right now, we've been joined by our second analyst, Comrade Magnus Eziokwu. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you for
and
having
thank
me.
you so much for taking the time to be here.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right, we move on. We've been looking at stories from ABS website, and we are talking about the 2-year-old that got cliff palate surgery in Anambra State. You know, I saw the picture yesterday. I was very, very happy about that. And so many of them, if they come out this way, in a no distant time, you know, we will not be seeing people with that sort of situation in this state.
It is Obiano's wife that started it. It's Obiano's wife that started it.
Started with the wife of former governor, and the present government has continued.
And this is what government should be, continuing,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
when she has done his own, if you continue and do your own, with time we won't see them any longer. All right, let's move to the first paper now. Let's see stories making the headlines on the Sun newspaper. Hurricane Tinubu sacks names. Hurricane Tinubu sacks names service chiefs with riders there. Appoint Ribadu, NSA, CJ Musa, CDS, TA Labaja, COAS, EA Ogala, CNS, HB Abubakar, CAS, Kayode Egbetoko, Acting IGP, Adeniyi Adewale, CG Customs, Hadiza Usman, advisor. Still in front of the Daily Sun newspaper, Presidential Election Tribunal hearing INEC, Amazon engineer clash on non-transmission of results. With riders there was no network glitch, says engineer. Network failure responsible, insists Electoral Commission. Abia North, Carlo lights up 48 communities. And Tinubu to attend Global Financing Pact Summit in Paris. ASU tackles federal government on student loan. Contends 90% of Nigerian students won't meet requirements. Demand student grant instead of loan. Drug war, 31,675 arrested, 5,147 convicted, 6.3 mkg drugs seized in 29 months. That's Mawa talking. Fuel subsidy, federal government resumes dialogue with Labour. Court reaffirms order restraining NLC TUC from embarking on strike. NPAN congratulates NGE president, urges him to uphold professionalism and ethics. IBB, Abdusalami, Jonathan, Atiku, Obi, others eulogize Dopesi. And IPOB alleges plot by Southeast politicians to abduct its leaders in diaspora. Only Kano can recommend his own doctors, says Ejimako. All right, a lot of stories, a lot of stories. Okay, comrade, let's come to you. You know, pick anyone you're interested in looking at, or do we look at the issue of INEC and the Amazon engineer clash? The engineer said there was no glitches, no network glitches, but INEC is claiming, insisting.
Claiming that there is something.
All right, what's your take?
That is the nation we are into. The APC government, they are up to that. And what do you expect? Well, thank God that the truth is coming out gradually. And God will see us through in this country. It's a situation of pot calling the black, I don't know. APC has really done their bit in the Nigerian context. They have not. My problem is that the INEC chairman, with all the good name they said he had before he came for that job, has forgotten about all those things and went into getting involved in that dirty arrangement that charade they call election, the last election. It's unfortunate for our country, and it's not helping our democracy. Our democracy needs to be evolving as it used to be, supposed to be. But today, you can see all those things. It shows a government that is vendetta-oriented. Because I said it here in this platform, that APC is a vendetta political party. They are all out there to deal with PDP, and it's not good for the country. If you don't have a clear-cut agenda for the country, that is what you see. Are you following me? APC program, and that is why sometimes I fault Jonathan for allowing them, because had he never allowed APC to come on board. Yes, we will be talking like this today, like what we are seeing in this country. If you're a president, you stand out, you stand your ground. When Jega went on a meeting with APC people in 2015 at Dubai or something, the news were all over the place, and they told Jonathan, and he felt he couldn't do anything, and that is why all these things are happening. Today, look at the engineer saying that nothing happened. There was nothing that happened, and I think he's trying to put it on him, but he's engineer. Put it on him that there was network glitches, but there was none.
Okay, let's see the next paper, the Punch newspaper now. Let's see. Tinubu removes security chiefs, customs boss appoint Ribadu, Ebetoku, others. Abubakar named air chief, Ogala heads Navy, Ribadu now NSA. Customs get acting CG. Usman, Musawa, Senator Gumel, Ibrahim appointed advisors. President travels to France. Okay, the next one, FG Labour set up minimum wage committee. Airfares skyrocket as exchange rate hits 702 to $1. Tinubu woos foreign investors, meets
702.
Bill Gates, Airtel founder. And we see tribunal, again LP, INEC lawyers clash over poll materials. Family demands justice for slain Lagos cop, tackles Nigerian Navy. Pilgrims' fate uncertain as Saudi Arabia set to close airspace. And okay, a lot of stories making their headlines in front. Can you comment on the new appointments or changes
I want
in the
to,
security architecture?
Yes, I want to look at the new appointments.
Okay.
You know, because of our experience with Buhari, when such appointments are announced these days, the first thing that we strike one is the issue of inclusiveness. How far has the person doing the appointment gone to reflect the national character, the principle of federal character, and the rest of them? The first thing, for me, I was just thinking the appointment had started again as Buhari did, just taking care of only one section.
You know, there's this argument I saw over the net,
Yes.
you know, that some people were actually saying that nobody should blame Tinubu if he appoints only the Yorubas.
No.
Let me come.
Okay.
You know, and that it was what his predecessor actually did. Now I was like, what the predecessor did wasn't
Wrong.
fair.
It was wrong.
You know, does it
wasn't
mean he has
proper.
to toe the same
Exactly.
wrong
We
path?
stay in,
You know,
saying
that
that
was my own argument.
The
in that
argument,
platform.
the argument
Okay.
is the correct argument. And Buhari, once somebody is elected as president or a leader of a group, you must have some people who didn't vote for you and those who voted for you. So what you do is to embrace and carry everybody along. That should be the correct thing. And then when this, when the list came out, we looked and had names. None looked like an Igbo name, for at least an Igbo man. But I just learned this morning before I came into this place that one of them is from Enugu State. Yes, from Enugu State. So that kind of inclusiveness is what we make and build Nigeria. And we believe that there should be sense of belonging for all sections of the country. And even the last one was a boomerang on Buhari. The service chief didn't perform, and he did it on basis of sentiment and parochialism and what have you. So I believe Buhari, what's his name? Tinubu, President Tinubu, he has started and is doing his best to carry everybody along. We are waiting the tribunal. We believe whatever happens, let him continue to make sure that he reflects federal character in whatever he's doing. That will give everybody the nationalistic, exactly.
Okay.
That,
On the other hand, our people should stop playing sentimental politics. But they should be involved. Politics today is about dialogue. It's about dialogue. Our people should understand this truth. Are you following me? Okay. We are always out. In the Buhari arrangement, we were totally out also. And that is why he left us. In this Tinubu own era now, we are also out. We were playing sentimental politics. Obi everywhere. Obi everywhere.
You think it's just our people? Obi is not. Point of correction. Obi is not just our people.
Yes, it's not our
Obi
people.
is not
And
just our people.
nobody would have left to
Yes,
be federal
Obi is
president.
not just our
when
people.
you place the three of them in one basket, you can't just push your Obi
All right.
For
The
more
program is
ramifications.
press review,
Yes.
and it's audience participatory. There's a phone line on your screen. You can call and make your own opinion count this morning. All right, let's run. Let's move to the next paper. This day newspaper. I think we'll still see them. You know, these stories keep repeating itself in all the papers. Now, new service chiefs, acting IG and CG customs. We can see their pictures in front of the paper. Tinubu sacks all service chiefs, IG, CG, customs advisors. Now appoints Bala Usman, Musawa, Gumel, Ibrahim, others, SAs. Dissolves board of parastatals, agencies, government-owned companies. And we also see In break from military rule, in line with global best practices, its police-led security apparatchik, Ribadu, police intelligence veteran, is now the NSA. Okay, CBN plans more currency measures to stabilize the Naira. Okay, is that why the Naira skyrocketed this morning to 702? The CBN plans more currency measures to stabilize the Naira. Now, FG takes urgent steps to avert oil vessel withdrawal over tax charges. Comrade?
I don't know where to start from, but it's good. The issue of security thing that the Bola Tinubu is bringing on people, people with experience is a good one, because in the country today, one of the major challenges of government today is insecurity. And with Ribadu coming on board, Ribadu, I know his experience and all that. I know he will definitely...
One thing is being experienced. One thing is the freedom to do your job as you should do.
Leadership is not static. Life is dynamic.
Yes.
That he did well during certain times does not mean that he would continue.
This is Nigeria. Our prayers should be you are qualified for this particular job. Then you are given the freedom to do your job.
I think Bola Tinubu has a tendency of giving them the freedom.
Let's pray and hope so.
Because he performed wonderfully when he was in Lagos, and the people that worked with him worked with freedom and all that. I think this time, you see, there's a whole lot of better things that will come from Bola Tinubu. I'm not supporting him because he's not Buhari. Are you following me? Yes, Buhari is something one cannot talk about.
All right, let's see who is here. Hello, good morning. Could you move away from your TV set, or you tune down the volume, please? Hello? Move away from your television set, or you bring down the volume. All right. Good morning. I can still hear my voice at the background. All right. It's a press review, and we encourage you to call. But please, when you call, try as much as possible to tune down the volume of your television set, or you move away completely from there. You can see I can hear my voice at the background. All right, let's see. Daily Independent. Let's see stories. Okay, is like going to say something?
Be in all of them.
Okay.
I want to comment on this issue of exchange rate.
Okay.
And the implication on Nigeria and Nigerians.
All right, before you go on, let's welcome the caller. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. I want to comment on the appointment of J7 chiefs.
All right, your name and your location, please.
My name is Alhaji Bello from Kano.
You're welcome. How is Kano this morning?
All right, it's okay.
All right. All right, go ahead.
It shows that President Tinubu, the national, he has shown that the national is pro-Nigeria. So every geopolitical zone is represented. So we should encourage him to do this in subsequent appointment.
All right.
That's my comment.
Thank you very much for calling
It's
us
in line with
all
what
the
you
way
said, yeah.
from Kano. Thank you. All right. You're saying something.
Talking about the issue of
You too.
exchange rate. And you know, once it starts, it affects every sector of the economy.
Of the economy.
For our Naira to now be 700 and something to a dollar, you know what it means. The inflation will just equate in the same manner. And with the exchange rate, importation and export will become problematic. With the issue of fuel subsidy removal
and tariff increase that is coming on 1st July.
That's electricity increase.
Electricity tariff.
So these are some of the problems that we are going to face, even though Tinubu had pleaded with us to exercise for more.
All right, somebody is here. Hello, good morning. Hello? Oh, okay.
So I was saying that Tinubu has pleaded with us to exercise some patience and bear the hardship. But let's not get too hard on us, because with all this, traveling now becomes very problematic. You cannot travel from here to Abuja must have at least 25,000 naira as a fare. Transportation costs to Abuja, to Lagos, to any part of Nigeria.
Transportation, you know,
and even if you go,
to Abuja.
that's the issue. Even if you go in your own private vehicle, how much fuel can you
it will be more
use?
expensive now.
So the government should do something about some of these things.
Hello? Okay. Let's
with the
move
issue
on.
of palliatives.
Okay.
Because
And that is one thing people have been crying out, that they should have put something on ground before.
It wasn't planned.
You know.
It wasn't planned. And I don't know whether to blame Nigerians or blame the Tinubu government. He just said the thing was gone, and then people started implementing it. And that is why we're having all these problems. If some time had been taken, maybe 2 months, he would have settled down, then talk of removal of subsidy. Now, nothing is on ground.
The truth is that the truth is that the subsidy had been removed, and they pegged the date that it will start.
But they didn't.
30th June. So we started suffering before our time. All right, let's move on. The Daily Independent newspaper now. Tinubu names Ribadu NSA, Musa CDS, Labaja COAS. Ogala, okay, we've seen all those before. Now, petrol subsidy removal. Others stopping NLC TUC from embarking on strike subsist. Court speaking. FG Labour resume talks. Raise committee on palliatives, salary adjustments for workers. Our debt less than 5% of total value before takeover. Arik Air shareholders speaking. Now, FG targets $60 billion reserves in new economic policy directive. For free floating of Naira holds prospect of reflating economy. Airtel launches 5G, rolls out services in 4 cities. NDLEA arrests 31,675 suspects, seizes 6.3 million kg of drugs in 29 months. Tinubu pledges to prioritize health safety of Nigerians to jet out for France in first office trip overseas. And okay, exchange rate in closing 2023 at 700 to $1. Ogunguba tribunal strikes out at Debuto's suit against Abiodun. All right, that's the much we have in front of the Daily Independent. I think, comrade, you're going to look at the, okay, do we look at the petrol subsidy removal, the order stopping NLC TUC from embarking on strike? They will beat a child and tell the child, do not cry.
Unfortunate, but because of sincerity of purpose, the NLC and the TUC, they should forget about that court issue and appeal for that and go out for.
Another important.
Are you saying they should embark on strike?
They should appeal and embark on strike.
But the same court now.
They should
important,
appeal and go to strike, because
where we should be looking at more is on this rider on that story that says raise committee on palliative salary adjustment for workers.
Exactly.
You know, I thank the state governor that he's making a step to ensure that it gets to state. Now, I think they should make sure that it gets round to all the workers, because most of the time, all this...
It stops at the federal level.
Yes, it stops at the federal level. And we join them to go on strike. At the end of the day, we still suffer.
Yeah, it's not an issue of... You see, the workers, I've been saying it, the workers is only like, about 20% of the people suffering from this. Every time we're talking about the workers and all that, because there are a lot of Nigerians that are suffering from all this. Are you following me? When you talking about all these things, you need to.
I think that's where palliatives care.
Exactly.
Palliative must be for everybody.
That's
what but salary cannot be for everybody now. And the salary must be at least be done. Something must be done in terms of salary, because when you are paid salary, it also has ripple effects.
Yes.
Other people will benefit from what the workers will get from their increase in their salary.
Yes.
Then what we are saying is that, though salary is just for immediate and immediate palliative.
Yes, yes.
But the issue of hospitals and health and movement of people, instead of people using their own vehicles, they can now bring in vehicles that will transport people from one location to
another.
The health subsidy, health, yes, you subsidy health and people will start seeing the effects. These are what we should have planned, put in motion before.
Remember they said that the man will hit the ground running. So that is a part of hitting the ground running. What do you expect?
Okay, it's like there's another story.
Yes, this issue of Endlia.
Okay.
Arrested 31,675 suspects. That's the issue of drug. This drug thing is also very, it's becoming very problematic in Nigeria. And we should discuss it because our people are also affected. Just like we talk about appointment. When you release such figures, what a clever and then a patriotic person should do is to look at how many Igbos are involved in some.
All right, let's see who is here before you go on. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, please bring down the volume of your TV set, please.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're welcome. Go ahead.
Okay. I just hope that the issue of subsidy and the strike of NLC.
Okay.
In this life, we always try to go in a court corner. We are talking about subsidy, that people are taking our subsidy. And we are trying to remove it. We are trying to keep it back. And the government have already said they are trying to cushion up the effect of subsidy for the workers from other citizens. Because subsidy is not only government workers. Because everything will be talking about government workers. The rest of the federal government is for state. When the state is doing their own, the federal government will do their own. So, for me, I support the removal of subsidy. I support it that let us know where our money is going so that we will use it as an excuse.
All right.
Another side I want to look at because where they are making a case, they are saying they will remove all the candidates here that will remove the subsidy. So, and they will put them for subsidy. So we don't need to cry about the subsidy, the removal of subsidy again. We have to deal with it at once and go for it. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
Well, nobody is quarreling with the remover because we were not even consulted with before the remover. So we are not, nobody is talking about it. The problem is now that it's been removed, what happens? Where will the thing we removed be channeled? How do we use the resources brought from the subsidy? How does it go? So that's part of the problem we should be talking about. And we are not quarreling with subsidy. What we are quarreling with the issue of the process, the manner in which it was removed. If time had been taken to plan maybe 2 months so that people will maybe from what he's saying, if they had done that, some people would have gone on strike, and that's the issue.
Let's see who is here. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and your location, please.
Okay, this is Ejike.
You're welcome.
Here.
You're welcome.
Okay, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
I just want to add a little thing to what the last caller said now.
Okay.
I want to believe that Labour, the NLC and TUC, and their discussion should be encompassing. Their discussion with government should cover all sectors of the economy, everybody. But while we are talking about the workers, the civil servants or public servants, because they don't have purchasing power, they earn salary. And so the little one you pay them, they will spend it. There is no additional money coming to them. But the trader can always add his or her own profit on margin in whatever he or she sells. This is why it looks like the emphasis is on the salary earners, because they don't have the little one they earn from government. There is no other way they earn money. So my advice is that Labour, the TUC, and NLC should make it encompassing. That is one. The second point I want to make here is that there is this issue of clapping for people making appointments should be based on merit. The president and whoever is in charge should make appointments on merit. If you are waiting for, you try to compensate people that vote for you, when did you come out in the election? Election is a contest. There's no way everybody will vote for you alone, otherwise it will no longer be election. So if you are going with this mentality that people that where you get less vote, you will not appoint anybody from there, you will not do anything there, primitive. We need to grow up. This is democracy.
Thank you.
Everybody must not vote for you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wonderful contribution.
Very good
You know, carrying everybody along in the scheme of things. Okay. You were saying something
yes,
before.
I was talking about drug and its effects on the society. And once such list is released, the issue of those involved, my name or my mind and my eyes will always go to how many Igbos are involved. How many of our people are part of this issue of drug. And most of the time, notice that our people so many of us are involved. And it's very important that we should appeal to our people from the grassroots, from the family, the church, the school, all sections of Igbo society should talk to our people of this issue of getting involved in drug. Drug is it's a medicine kind of, but when you overdo it, it becomes problematic. So our people should talk to our people, reduce the frequency of involvement in this drug peddling, because it's not helping the image of Igbos and
quickly,
the image of Nigeria generally.
Quickly, the last paper, but not the least, the Nation newspaper will take the story of Forex policy will open floodgate of foreign investments with a writer there, Telco's international CEO, Dangote, OK reforms, Bill Gates meets president. Another story in that Ozekome allows doctors access to Kano, and other stories in front of the Nation newspaper. A subsidy palliatives plan ready August. TUC NLC optimistic, and the LPOB INEC lawyers clash at tribunal. All right, let's look at that story of Forex. How actually is it going to open floodgate of foreign investments?
Nigerian, the Forex policies now is benefiting Nigerian currency. It will help us it will help the transportation because the cost of things will be easier for the people, because today you can see that even vehicles are costly and all that. Vehicles come into Nigeria very, very costly. But had it been that the cost of importing all these goods are cheaper and all that, it won't be like that. So there's a lot of a positive effect of bringing down the Forex and all that. Because the truth of the matter is that what we, like I heard some days ago, that Tinubu has opened, has given license to so many people to import and all that. If it's true, it is a welcome development, because today the cost of things will go down, like cement, like most of these things, they will definitely go down. But in the past government, they limited it to only Dangote and all that, and it's not healthy.
There's still argument on the issue of opening the border for everything to come in. To also kill our own things we produce in Nigeria. Many of us will relax and then depend on importation again, and that will kill the small-scale industries and even the big industries.
Whenever you are doing anything, you must have a cushioning effect remedy. Are you following me? And that is the problem of this party. APC.
Yes. All right, so we can go on and on, but I think that's the much time could allow us on the program, the press review. Would like to appreciate the gentleman in the studio, Comrade Magnus Ezioku. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We also thank you, Professor Biajulo Bikeze. Thank you so much for being here.
My pleasure.
And that's it on press review. More coming up on Good Morning Anambra Show this day.